Yeah, it's me again. Anyway, so this Carla Stella thingy did some idiotic video where it plays my video and then just types text. So, whatever. Alright, so the argument is about this whole thing. Values created by sentient beings. Without sentient beings, the universe, nothing could possibly matter. It wouldn't matter what the outcome would be. There'd just be no object. There'd be nothing to be accomplished. It wouldn't matter what bot beat up what bot. Just couldn't possibly matter. Sentience is everything. It just is. Alright, no, sentience is not the source of all value and meaning, says you. In fact, negative and positive feelings aren't just arbitrary, generated by the sentient organism. Who said they were arbitrary? Nobody. So again, one of your false premises, as if somebody actually said it was arbitrary. No one said feelings were arbitrarily created. The point being made is the only reason why the success or failure of an organism matters is because of how they feel. But instead they are perceptions of the health of the organism. Well, again, who cares? And it's not really the health of the organism, it's about what things are trying to kill it. Most pain and suffering and death is caused by parasitic infections. So it's not really their health that's the problem, it's the environment that's trying to kill them. Negative feelings like pain occur because the sentient organism body is harmed. It's harmed by what? Other organisms. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. The organism isn't harmed because it's in pain, but is in pain because the body was harmed. Well, again, it doesn't do you any good to suffer once you already got infected by the parasite. What good does it do you to suffer? Why should the Black Plague be uncomfortable? Yes, no point in it. It's not going to do you any value good. So the purpose, which would be prevention, which would be the whole point of having sensation, is to be able to prevent harm, doesn't work most of the time. Most of the time it doesn't work as a defense mechanism, and it just ends up torturing you for no good reason. Or because its natural function has been inhibited in some other way. Right, its natural function has been inhibited by something else's natural function, which is to eat it like a crocodile. What good does it do you? Once the crocodile has you, what good does your pain do you? It does you no good at all. Every living organism has already an inherent functionality, says you. The functionality of what? Pointless survival? Oh, gee, yeah, right. Replication for the sake of replication. That to you is the definition of function. That to me is the definition of circular reasoning. Whether it is sentient or not, well, I think it makes a big difference. Sentience merely added another perception. Well, what I'm saying is that without the sentient perception, you explain to me how it could possibly matter what happens in any fucking circumstance. Explain to me how it matters if a washing machine beats up a dishwasher and murders it. Explain to me how it could matter. To the organism that enabled it to feel when it was harmed. Well, again, totally wasted of most of the harm. Most of the feeling doesn't do you any good. Being notified that you're harmed after you've already been harmed doesn't really do you any good, does it? No. But the feeling itself is not the value, says you. Again, the theory is that you're completely wrong, and the only thing of value is actually the feelings created. That's right, the pain and suffering of the people who might miss you, your pain and suffering, these are the only things that could possibly matter. The feeling is merely the perception of the organism's functionality has been inhibited. Once again, I'm not going to worry if somebody dies or if somebody's sick or if somebody's anything if they're not being harmed. If they don't feel any pain, if they don't feel any distress, if they don't have any negative sensations, why the hell would I be upset? I mean, just explain it to me. If something was to, die, why would it upset me if there was absolutely no harm involved? Nothing. No cough, no sneeze, no negative whatsoever. Oh, because I'd miss them? But for their sake, why would I want them to die in some harmful way? Sorry, the cold is much better. So I really didn't expect it to get bad all at once like that. Anyway, going on to another comment over here by Carla, to some logic rolls of dice. I don't know where the original comment is, but it doesn't really matter. How can objective reality exist without having been registered in such a way as to be recognized or appreciated? Question mark. Oh, are you going to answer the question? Some epistemological problem. If a tree falls and no one is there to hear it, does it still make a sound? Yeah, if the TV's on and the person dies, is the TV still on? And is the company that making the TV still broadcasting? Well, I guess it really is, isn't it? So we do have sort of evidence of that kind of thing. People die in front of the TV all the time, and the TV doesn't turn off, and the TV show doesn't stop broadcasting. So yeah, apparently reality keeps on going. There is no way to empirically verify it. Well, again, there is a way. Okay, yeah, you don't need to have every ear in the universe cut off to hear the sound, right? You could just have the person, nobody there to hear it. So you just put an electronic ear there, put a tape recorder there, and you're going to hear it. So how do we decide what to believe about this? Well, again, it seems pretty logical that we can infer from all the evidence, and there's a ton of volume of evidence, that the universe really doesn't care whether you're conscious or not. It's going to do its thing. Suns are going to supernova, and the nebulas are going to do their thing, the galaxies are going to do their thing, and they really don't need you to be paying any attention whatsoever. By embedding it into a theory that makes sense to us, no, to insane people like you who want to rationalize your belief in special powers and special forces and special purpose. The function of pain is to register harm to the organism. Yes, well, it doesn't do them any good to be registering harm when they're inside the belly of something that is eating them. So the harm precludes the experience of it. Well, it really doesn't. Non-sentient organisms can, some things you're not harmed until a week after. You get Lyme disease, you're not going to know it for a little while. Non-sentient organisms can also be harmed in their physical integrity. I don't even know what that means. What's valuable to an organism is what harms it. You know, it's not about what's valuable to an organism. Again, the question is what's valuable, period, end of question. And what's valuable is the sensations organisms feel. Non-sentient universe, sentient universe. Okay, clearly a distinction between them. A world that, look, even identical universes, all mechanical, all robots, parameciums, this is the only form of life, and one of them you put a little fluffy kitty in. Well, now there's a dramatic difference in those two universes. The world, a universe of differences, because one has a sentient in it. And the sentient makes all the difference. Not because the sentient needs to live more than anything else. No, the sentient can be harmed, and that's it. Being able to be harmed is the source of value. Is not determined by sentience, but instead sentience was determined by it. So again, it's just a play with words, that somehow our function of survival is somehow more important than our quality of our existence, which is absolute nonsense. Alright, then they did this crap about killing kids and shit and thought experiments, but that's really not of much value. No, let's do this guy. What are you, Timber Jerky Key or something? It's got some idiotic Will Shatner icon. Gary's opinion is crap because he's equivocating. How so? I mean, really, I'm being quite explicit. I'm saying value all comes from the capacity of a sentient organism to be harmed. And that's somehow equivocating? No, I don't think so, asshole. Value in one sense depends on a subject of making evaluation. Well, again, that's the whole point of the point is that it has absolutely nothing to do with subjects or objects. None of this crap makes any difference, okay? Fuck subjects, fuck objects. All that matters is experiences. Alright, whether the subject is experiencing it or whether the object is experiencing it just doesn't fucking matter. Okay, it just matters that the experience of repulsive, repugnant sensation is taking place. Light existed before eyes, yes, but did beauty exist before there was anyone to call it so? Well, guess what? Beauty is an illusion, asshole. That's completely subjective. The point is, repugnant sensation is not like beauty. It's not a matter of opinion. It is by its very definition, repugnant sensation is by its very definition a negative sensation. Therefore, it can't be a positive sensation because it's a negative sensation. So it's not a subjective opinion, it's an explicit statement that, yes, repugnant sensations are intrinsically and fundamentally negative. God, you're dumb. If we're talking about some qualitative matrix of physical change, as in the value of a variable, there absolutely was value before sentience. Well, again, we're not doing that, right? The very point of the statement is that value, in the sense of stuff that matters, stuff that has significance, stuff that is relevant, stuff that is meaningful, all the words that you would associate with something actually having some sort of material gravity, a kind of gravity, unlike physical gravity, but gravity in terms of meaning, and that's explicitly made here. So this isn't about you changing the weight of trees or something, and that's somehow making a difference. No difference. Differences that are irrelevant wouldn't qualify as value differences. Gary's probably mixing the two because it makes him feel things he wants to feel. Well, I don't even know what the fuck that means. I don't know exactly how you can interpret a statement I'm making about reality and turn it into some kind of something that's going to make me feel something. I don't know how you're going to make the qualitative statement that value is sourced from the sentient experience as something I could be horny for in some way, or thirsty for, or anything else, you crazy fucking cunt. God, you're such an asshole. I hope I have you blocked. Well, let's go make sure. Just for your crappy icon alone. Steal somebody else's face. You're such a wimp and douchebag. Can't even post some kind of original art or something. You can't do anything for yourself. You gotta weasel somebody else's stuff. You gotta steal somebody else's presence. Stupid piece of shit. Not that I don't know what blocking does anymore, but what the fuck. Just for the fun of it. I wonder if I could just, I can also ban him from here maybe? I don't know. No, I can only report him for abuse. Because he has to be on my channel to ban him? I don't know. Maybe I already have him banned. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Fuck you, Carla. Fuck you, whatever your head name was. Douchebag, bastard, fuck shit. Hey, it's me. Yay. Oh, that's Beardy Girly Man video. Yeah, a little hostile. Cigarette-powered videos do get that way. So this asshole meta character, who I'm going to ban and block and do all that crap with, just keeps posting the same shit over and over and over again, and I've answered this shit, and yeah, I'll even show you an example of it, right? I'll go to, he even links to his own fucking bullshit, but I have it here also. Yeah, so here's his other post on free will. Yeah, I've been over this subject over and over and over again. This is just such a crock of shit, and I'm not gonna re-answer you and re-answer you and re-answer you. You're just a lying scumbag piece of shit. Another asshole with a fucking incomprehensible icon. What the fuck is this? It's a girl's ass or something? I don't even know what the crayon. I don't know what the fuck this is. Free will doesn't mean you can do anything. Interesting. Free, but it's not anything. So it's not free, it's confined to something. Okay, but you're going to tell us what. And it isn't incompatible with learning and wisdom. Well, I guess it sort of is. So you're not free to be smart until you've acquired smart. That sounds like a determinism to me. It doesn't sound like freedom. It sounds like a confinement. Okay. It just means people are the cause of their own actions, except they're not the cause when they didn't get educated. Yeah. I mean, really, it just doesn't make any sense. People are the cause of their own actions. What exactly? Their you did it? What part of their personality did it? What part of their personality is responsible for the action? How horny they are? Whether or not they have a certain sexual proclivity? I mean, really, what is the cause? Whether they found somebody attractive or unattractive provides all the opportunity for whatever cause of action they're going to take. I mean, every circumstance, every action has a lot of circumstances to it for each individual that they're going to react to based on some conditioned aspect of their life, you crazy bastard. And you don't have any freedom to make those choices. If we didn't have free will, then antinatalism is futile. Well, you're just too stupid to understand what determinism means, which it doesn't mean that people can't have their minds changed and that you can't spread ideas. Determinism is completely consistent with viral memes. Why don't you read a Dawkins book, retard? Because it tells people to X when it's already written that they will either X or wavy line X. No, it's already written that the end is already going to happen, but the fact that they're going to read their script is inevitable. That's right, and if you change the script, then the inevitable doesn't happen anymore, you retard. All is unchangeable. I could say the same thing about your free will world, okay? Your people with the cause of their own actions. Well, what do you think their actions are going to change based on what? What kind of magic circumstance are you going to change that's going to change their actions? Why would the cause of their actions be different unless you change the cause of their actions, retard? You can't see how stupid it is to say they're a cause of their own actions when their own actions would be exactly the same if the circumstances are the same? And if I change the circumstances, that their own actions are going to be different? If they have the opportunity, if they have a gun in their hand, they're going to be able to shoot somebody. If they don't have a gun in their hand, they're not going to be able to shoot somebody. Isn't that true, you stupid retard? All is unchangeable. Well, again, no one's arguing that you can change it. What we're arguing is that the script you read, okay, is essential, that everybody plays a role and their role will be part of the end product. If they sit on the couch instead of going to war, then you might lose the war. So there's no point in anything assuming determinism, which is a lie. It's idiotic and inane, and I've already argued this, and so you're just full of shit to keep saying crap like that that's easily unwoven by the fact that, of course, if you change something, then the outcome will change, which you have no proof for. Well, you're the one that has no proof of anything called a free, you stupid fuck. Why not just accept that you have free will? Because the word free is stupid and the word will doesn't mean much except which personality or which idea in your fucking head won. But you're not some sort of... There's not a little man inside your brain, you idiot. Your brain is a compilation of experiences through a whole lifetime. It's a program, you jerk. There is no you stupid shit. Well, this right here is going to get you blocked. I can hear the Martin Luther King Jr. retort. Well, then why are you making this idiotic comment? Because you've obviously already heard the explanation, and now you're going to say something so fucking preposterous that how can I have any respect for you, you stupid cunt? Of course, what he did is important in a historical context, except you're saying it didn't mean anything. But without free will, everything he did was just part of an inevitable chain, so it's still insignificant. Right there, it doesn't make any sense. How is it insignificant? It's fundamental to the processing of the end product, which was maybe a better or more peaceful migration to more equal rights in America. Overall, nothing is really important. Well, again, what Martin Luther King proves is everything can be vitally important. Every fucking thing you do can be vitally important. for it could never be any other way. Well, again, it can be other ways if your brain isn't persuaded. If Martin Luther King wasn't persuaded to give a damn, if he didn't see the need or the urgency, then he wouldn't have acted, he wouldn't have done what he did, and he wouldn't have changed, okay, what would have been the world without his trying. Okay, so his trying was fundamental and vital. You idiot. Alright, so I'm not going to even argue. Like I said, that's just too stupid a comment. You know, too stupid. Anyway, 1845, could be in not pain. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I'm not going to, I'm supposed to play my own video again for you? To tutor one asshole? No fucking way, jerk face. If you have either quote somebody or just, you know, get a life. If you have a choice between something being in pain and something not being in pain, no free will, no choices. Well, again, it's just stupid. There is no choice. There's decisions, and decisions are going to be made logically, and it has nothing to do with why would I want to be free of logic? Why would I want to be free of intelligence? Why would I want to be free to make the wrong decision when I can be confined with logic and rationality that enables me to make the right decision, which is not to be a religious kook like you. If a person is in horrific pain, it has to be that way, whatever that means. If we want to win the fight, we have to accept our freedom instead of living in denial. You're the one living in denial, you religious kook. So anyway, I will dispose of him in a more complete manner after I read his other jerky comment. So here we go. Another timestamp instead of a quote. You say religion is crap, though you have never given good evidence of that. I've made tons of videos on religion. Other people have made a ton of videos. It's a fucking fable, jackass. Alright, if there was a God, why didn't God, instead of people coming up with silly rituals to torture animals to try to make them clean, why didn't God just tell people there was bacteria, and that bacteria was what made them sick? Why did he let people think the devil was making them sick, or they were being possessed by demons? Why wouldn't your God, if he's supposed to be such a great guy, inform people that no, it's not demons after all, it's just called a bacteria, and it's infected somebody and done damage to them? Or that time, you know, when he fell off the rock and he tumbled down the hill and he cracked his skull open? Yeah, there's not a demon inside of him now. No, he's got brain damage. Why wouldn't God explain that? Oh, that's right, because God doesn't fucking exist, you retard. Well, free will, all is futile because nothing could change. Well, again, your free will can't change either, because you have to change a circumstance to make your free will be different. If I set up the same exact circumstance, your free will has the same free will each time, it's going to come up with the same answer each fucking time, jackass. If I sit there and say, what is this, asshole? And I say it 4,000 times to you, you're always going to say bird because it's a fucking bird, you dumbass. And you're never going to be free to call it something else unless we change the language ahead of time. Unless we change some other circumstance shit for brains. Relapsing. Stupid fuck. Nothing would change. For a longer explanation of this, yeah, I already read your stupid explanation, which is just absolute crap. Again, if you're going to if your free will, yeah, how are you going to explain free will as being anything other than making the best choice possible? Everybody tries to make the best choice possible, and usually from some selfish, idiotic philosophy, or some like kooky religious kooks like you do what God says, which means, oh, I'm going to go kill the heathens, or some other kind of nonsense, because you're fucking idiots. And otherwise, sensible people say, well, look, I'm a sensible person, I want to minimize harm in the world, so I'll make the best decision based on what causes the least amount of fucking goddamn harm. Now, what freedom do I have? I don't have any fucking freedom, you stupid shit. I either do something rational and sensible, or I do something selfish and ignorant like you motherfucking cunts. You liars. You believers with no faith. You don't even understand who Jesus fucking was. If you're living Jesus's bullshit, okay, right now you'd be sitting in a tree somewhere flapping your fucking bird wings. Without immortality, everything is ultimately valueless because the value, the sentience, will dissolve into nothingness. No, it'll be replaced by the next version, the next model, you stupid fucks. You don't even understand anything about reality. A thing called evolution's in place, you dumbass. And you're replaced by the new model. And then that's replaced by the new model. And that's replaced by the new model. So there's always consciousness existing, you stupid shit. And the truth is that the consciousness existing today can make the world better for the future. They can make the world worse for the future. And selfish, idiotic, motherfucking cunt assholes like you can't figure that out. Any philosophy that says we die and go to nothing is a form of nihilism, which is absolutely silly. So how is it nihilism? I mean, how does the fact that I die make everybody else's welfare not important? How does the fact that I die mean that a child born the moment I die doesn't have a welfare interest, and they're how comfortable they are, how much pain they suffer doesn't matter? How does that make irrelevant? How is that nihilistic, you fucking cunt, you lying piece of slandering shit? Not a logical argument. Anti-nihilism is nihilist philosophy, liar, slandering liar. Nihilism means that nothing really matters. Yeah, anti-nihilism is saying quite obviously that everything does goddamn matters. It matters so fucking much that it can't be left in the hands of moron religious kooks like you and nature, because neither one of those two things has a fucking brain. Nihilism means that nothing matters, which means that nihilism does not really matter and anti-nihilism does not equally matter. Yeah, well, that logic is so convoluted and backward and self-justifying that, again, you should be kicked in the balls and thrown into a pit of fucking goddamn maggots for even uttering something that ludicrous. You know that's a pile of shit you just typed. To avoid nihilism, you must believe in eternal life and free will. Well, again, your free will. Free how? Free to be an asshole, free to be an idiot, free to do something you don't understand, you think you shouldn't have done. I mean, that just doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. An eternal life doing what, shithead? Not living? Oh, I'll be alive in heaven. Oh, that's right, you're dead, so you're not alive in heaven. And when you go to heaven, what are you going to do in your eternal life? Are you still going to be chasing the same tail you were chasing down here? Or are you just going to sit around and pick your fucking nose, you idiot, or count how dumb you are? Try to figure out just how low your IQ is. Yeah, that could take an eternity. What is God? God is eternal. Is an eternal, free, sentient being. Free, sentient being. But he's not fucking smart enough to inform his creation that microbes are what was causing disease. Not whether or not you said some sort of stupid mumbo-jumbo over the pig while you bled it to death with a gash in its neck because you're too stupid to figure out its bacteria. Yahweh is our escape from nihilism. No, it's your escape from reality, escape from reason, and it makes you one fucking dumb motherfucker. Dumber than a paramecium. Even parameciums aren't stupid enough to buy that stupid theory. Without him, nothing of the ultimate value. Without him, nothing is of ultimate value. Well, whatever. The ultimate value. It's like, what? Double frosting on the cupcakes? His son established the Holy Catholic Church. Yeah, right, you child-molesting asswipes. To lead us to heaven, right. Where you molest children, apparently. You fucking pedophile. The reason we are here is to come to freely know God and see Him. Him, of course, it's a him. Yes. That's why he put nipples on men. It's because it was a him. It sounds like a dopey woman's idea, actually. I mean, it's a pretty good theory that God's a woman. You know, if you're going with this God theory. Because, yeah, I don't see why a man would be putting nipples on men. And joyful unspeakable. Doing what? Sucking your small tits? Without this, we are lost in nihilism. We are lost in nothing mattering. Yeah, well, you got that exactly wrong. Everything matters. Everything's critically important. Every conversation matters. Every fucking word matters. Every fucking neuron matters. And the fact that you're wasting them on this silly, idiotic fable, this fucking Red Riding Hood nonsense mumbo jumbo, is a waste of your neurons, a waste of your energy, a waste of your genetic heritage, a waste of the 4 billion years of evolution it took to create your brain, and you have basically soiled it. You have goddamn polluted it with the sewage of nonsense. You fucking goddamn irresponsible motherfucking cunt. Alright? You're just a squanderer, a waster, a spoiler. You're such a fucking profound disappointment. You're humiliating that you're fucking goddamn human. Fucking asshole. Fucking goodbye. I don't want to remove it. I want to kill this fucker. How do I kill him? Where's the kill him button? I want a proper kill him button. I left him in the stupid wrong categories, in the reviewing category. I can't kill him from there. I'll have to go find him somewhere else and kill him? Shit, okay, I'll have to undo that. And then I'll have to go, I'll just block him. Do it the old-fashioned way. And then I'll ban him later or something. Yeah. Oh, look, Jeebus. Jeebus says, drink the holy bacteria water. But I didn't tell you there's bacteria in it. Yeah. Ugh, he's using Johnny Cash songs. Yeah. Johnny Cash will tell you that religion is, you know, nice for making music, but it ain't good for anything else. Cancel. I don't want to send him a message. I want to block the fucker. Yeah, they're blocked. Submit. Fucking douchebag. Asshole. I'm gonna get rid of him. Why can't I just do this Google Plus thing? Maybe I can do it there. Google Plus him. I should be able to ban him here too. I still can't tell what this icon is. Looks like a woman's ass there a little bit. I don't know. Alright, so about. Just we'll do about maybe. I don't see any choices here. Follow. No, I don't want to follow. Follow friends, family. No, I don't want to do any of that. What's this here button? Ooh, this is a little arrow. Mute. Report. Block meta character. Okay, report or block. There we go. Something the page violates. No, block. I just want to block them. Yeah. Block. There we go. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it's the first time I did it to a Google Plus page. That was fun. Alright, now I'll delete this shit again. Okay, enough of that. So that's it. That's enough of those two assholes. Need to be personally tutored through every goddamn subject. I hate people. Just goddamn hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. He's such a goddamn asshole. Alright, not everybody, but most everybody is such a goddamn asshole. Let's see. Life is not complicated. There is assholes and there are assholes, and then there's Gary. Oh, that's my quote. The only job here is to clean up the shit. That you assholes, you women, keep obliging the universe to keep making. Well, those are pretty good one-liners. Truly pathetic. Wow. You say some women send you cigarettes. How sad and empty their lives must be to find you even slightly appealing. You are disgusting. Gee, I'm so disappointed I've disappointed you. So, fuck off. Can't even take a joke. Look, it does get a little misogynistic sometimes. But, I mean, the truth is, where are the women with balls? Alright? It's just a fact. I mean, where are they? Women just are this wishy-washy, mishy-mushy philosophy. I mean, it just is the truth. They're only good about talking about snotty babies and how well they smell or some kind of crap like that. I mean, women are just kind of embarrassing themselves intellectually. It's just kind of a truth. The fact of the matter is, misogynistic, what? No. Misogynic, well, whatever it is, got owned by not acknowledging fact triumphs fiction. Yeah, well, he got owned, but yeah, I mean, his own words were just horrible. Yeah, I mean, not to be able to say somewhere in that whole video, he should have said at least the word logic, reason, or evidence. He should have been able to say one of those words at least once. I mean, fuck. I'm pissed off. So I apologize. This video probably said, I just said shit. That's just shit. Just ignore it. I'm just pissed off. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of. Yeah, I really do hate pregos, though. I mean, if you just figure it out, you know. I mean, you know, if men got pregnant, I wouldn't have to do this. Yeah, we know this would be over already. Long over. Okay, anyway, until next time.